Hi guys, welcome back to another interesting tutorial. This video is a continuation of our last tutorial where we drafted the pattern for this beautiful dress. If you have not seen that, please do where to go and watch it. I'm going to put the link on the comment section. Today we are going to put all the patterns together to recreate this style, and at the end of this video I'm going to show you the final result, so stay tuned and don't forget to hit on the like button. Subscribe guys, we need to grow because it helps us to give you more beautiful recreations. Enjoy. So this is the pattern that we drafted in my last tutorial, so if you have not watched it, as I've mentioned, please do it to go and watch it. So this is for the front, and here I have added half inch on this area here. This is the dart area that we cut out, right? So I've added half inch here to join this panel together and the dart area. Then every other places seam allowance has been joined. This is the center front, right? And where we'll have the keyhole on. Hope that is clear. So for the keyhole, I also demonstrate drafting tutorial. So I'm just going to cut it out. Hope that is clear. So this is for the front and this is for the back, right? So for the back, I'm going to sew my normal darts here. So I've already notched the darts on my fabric. So by the time I remove this pattern, by the time I remove my pattern, it's going to appear on my panels. Hope that is clear. So we've added all the seam allowance to this while drafting it on our pattern. Hope that is clear. So now this is for the down part, this is for the front, this is for the back, this is for the zip seam allowance at the side here, and this is the side seam allowance, and this is for the front, right? This is our side seam allowance. So now, just for a quick recap, this is going this way, this is for the back, it's coming this way. Hope that is clear. So I added half inch to the skirt only at the down part here. So this is the darts connecting to the both sides because we draft the two patterns together. So this is what we have for the back. Then I'll keep this aside. And this is what we have for the front. This is for the front, right? So by the time I also sew this dart here, it's going to come back to this panel. Hope that is clear. So this is for the front. So now I'm going to keep the down part aside here, and I'm going to open this up, then go ahead to notch this area so that they meet together here, right? So I'm just going to open this up. I'll first cut this out. So I'm going to open this up this way. So here I've already ironed my stay on it and what I want to use to pad it to. So I did not use wording here, I just use stay, double the stay here. Hope that is clear. So I'll keep this aside this way, and also keep this aside. So I'll go over to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew the dart area. So I'll place them right side face each other this way, and I'm going to sew with half inch to the end. I'll do the same thing too on this other side as well, with half inch as well. Hope that is clear. So this is for the front. I'll do the same thing to the lining. This is the panel for the lining. Then for the back, I've already notched the dart area here, so I'm going to sew my dart here. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead, turn it to the wrong side and hold my dart here, and do the same thing to the lining. Then I'll also hold the dart too for the skirt for the down part, right? So I'll hold the dart too for the skirt for the down part, then I'll come back to show you. So guys, I've already finished joining the dart line. You can see how beautiful the bust area comes out. This is how beautiful it is. This is it on the inside too. So this is really firm and beautiful. So now this is for the lining as well. The lining is also come out very beautiful as well. So if you follow the drafting pattern, you have your bustier this way and it will comes out very nice. So now I'm going to turn the neck and this keyhole area here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to place it right side face each other this way. So I'll place it right side face each other. So I'm first going to turn the keyhole first with half inch or quarter of an inch, depending on what I want to use to sew it. I'll use quarter then. So I'm going to sew it with quarter of an inch, then notch it to this or trim it very close to the stitch, right? Then after which I'm going to turn it out. I'll place it inside turn it out. Then I will use my bias to finish the neckline. Then I'm going to sew the side with quarter of an inch or half inch, depending on what I want to use to sew the side. But remember the seam allowance, you have to still consider it, right? So now I'm going to also sew the both side with my lining, then turn it out from this area here. Then this is for the back. So this is what we have for the back after finish sewing the that area here. So I'm going to place them, the lining right side face each other this way. Then I'm going to turn the neck. I'm also going to turn the side for the zip seam allowance side with my lining. I'm also going to turn the side here too. After we shall turn it out, give it a good press, right? Then we'll be fitting it to the down part of the skirt. So guys, I've already finished turning the keyhole. You can see how beautiful and how neat it is. So this is what I have, and I've also gone ahead to turn the side too. So here we have the neck and the shoulder still open, right? So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my bias to pipe the neck area, and this is for the back. This is what we have for the back. So we have two pleats for the back, right? So I'm just going to place it right side face each other this way, and after finish turning the neck with my bias, I'll be using the back the lining of the back to turn the shoulders, right? The normal way we turn our shoulder, just place them together this way, then use this to turn it this way and sew with half inch. Hope that is clear. So this is for the down part. This is the two for the two back, right? This is the center point. So I'm going to place it this way, sew with half inch. I'm also going to place the the second one too this way and sew with half inch, and that's for the back. For the front, I'm going to open it up this way, then I'm just going to place this one too, sew with half inch. I've not sewn my dart here, so I'm going to hold my dart so that it can come together this way. Then I'll place it right side face each other, then sew with half inch, after which I'll place them together and sew the side, right? I'm just going to place the back and front together, sew it from the shoulder this way into the skirt. Hope that is clear. So that's all for this. Then I'll come back to show you how we'll measure to cut for the pleat. So guys, I've already joined to the down part, and as you see the down part, I've also sewed the dart line for the down part. This is for the front, right? Then this is for the back. So this is what we have. So opening it up, this is how neat it is inside. So I will just sweep this area here. This is the joining line, right? The joining seam for the down part and the upper part together. So this is what we have. Then for the keyhole, this is what we have for the keyhole. You can see how beautiful it is. I've already used my bias to turn the tip, and I've also turned the shoulder as well. This is how it will look if you follow all the process that I've shown you on this video. So this is what we have. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fit my basic sleeve. So I'm just going to cut a basic sleeve, right? The style is fit with basic sleeve, so I'm just going to cut with my armhole here. I'm going to use it to cut my basic sleeve, then attach it to it. Then I'm going to measure the down part for the pleats. I will measure from one end of the zip opening to the other side of the back for the zip opening, and whatever thing I have, I'm going to times it by 3, right? Whatever thing I have here, I'm going to times it by 3. So times 3 of it by my desired length. Remember, the length for your gown, you subtract the upper part and what you have from the waist to where the pleat is going to start from. Then whatever thing that is left is what will be for your pleating. That's what you use to cut your plain fabric. So I'm going to be using this crepe fabric here. So I've already cut it out. Then I've also hemmed the down part of it with the length that is remaining to complete my gown length, right? So but I times it by 3, and that's what I have here. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to my ironing table. You have to use iron with this work, guys, so that the pleat can stay in place. As I'm pleating, I will iron. As I'm pleating, I will iron. That's what I'm going to do. So what I will do is that remember there is going to be a zipper allowance here, right? So I'm just going to place it on it, then measure 1.5 inches. That's for my zip seam allowance, or 1 inch, depend on whatever you use for your zip seam allowance. And so I'm going to measure it from here to here. Then from there I'm going to start the pleats. Remember, the pleat is not a kiss pleat, is knife pleat. Some people call it knife pleat, right? So what you will do is to take measure one all through. So you take one of the mark, you put it on, you push one inside, then place it on another one. See what I'm doing? Then you take from there again, you take another one again, take another mark this way, you push one in, then you place it inside. So this is how the plate is going to be. Hope that is clear. So just follow, just be pleating this way. Just take one, then push one in, then put it inside. So whatever thing you are pushing in should be equal with here, with what you are folding out. Hope that is clear. And whatever thing you are folding out should all be equal with each other, so that it will be professional, like it will be neat, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be pleat it this way, pleat this way, then I will give it a good press so that it can fall in place. You can also pin, after which I'll place it right side face each other this way. Then I'm going to stitch with 1/2 inch to the end. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll do that, then probably fix the zip inside. And that's all for this video, guys. It's just as simple as it has been explained here now. So just follow through and show me the end result of your own. I'm going to show you how it looks at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. So let me do all of that. If you still don't understand what I mean by these pleats, you can check other of my video of pleats where I show how to do this pleating. I've made a style similar to this with the pleats at the down part, but for this one I'm just going to demonstrate what I'm going to do, because I'm sewing like up to 6 pieces of this dress. So I'm just using this one to demonstrate for you. So just follow through what I'm saying. I'm going to show you. I've already had my pleats here. So a little bit of how to achieve the pleats. So for me, I make use of 1.5 inches. So to achieve the bold pleats, right? So I make use of 1.5 inches. So here I've already pleated this ones, and I've already give it a good press and use my pin to put it in place. So what you will do is that the edge of the fabric on both sides, you mark on it. For example, now I'm using 1.5, right? So that means in 3 places, you mark in 3 places. That means in 3 places, we'll have 4.5. So I'll mark the 1.5 this way. Hope that is clear. So I'll mark it this way. This is 3. This is 1.5, and this is the end of it. So here I have in 3 places, 1, 2, 3. Then this is where the other pleat stops, right? So I also mark it here too, 4.5. So that means I'm marking 1.5 this way. So this is 1.5, this is under 1.5, this is on 1 in 3 places, right? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pick this one. I'll pick this one this way, then push this one inside, then bring it to meet with the ending one this way. Hope that is clear. So that's how I've achieved my pleat. Then I'll give it a good press. So that's what I did for all this place here, and I've already have the quantity that I want for the down parts, right? So this side that I've already fold in will be for the down part, while this side will be for the upper part. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to bring the down part this way. Then I'll be placing it right side face each other. This is the right side of my pleat. I'll place it right side face each other this way, and I'm just going to sew with 1/2 inch to the end. Hope that is clear. So that in that way you have the pleat on it this way. Hope that is clear. So let me do that, and I'll show you the final result. So guys, we have come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You can see how mine came out really beautiful. All the piece I made with this dress really came out beautiful, and you can have this for yourself. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do where to like and subscribe, because it helps us to give you more DIY on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit on the subscribe button. It really helps. I will see you in my next one. Bye.